Easter. Oh, it's Easter, and I'm filming a new Stax of Wax. Welcome back to Stax of Wax Volume 20. Holy mackerel, 20 of these gosh darn things, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. Before we get into things today, I would like to take this time, to thank you all for helping me pass 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. This is the first video that I'm filming since that milestone, so, I want to take this time to thank you. I appreciate it, and let's hope that that number only goes up from here. All right, I think that clears up anything that I need to say in the beginning here, so let's get right into things. Last time we left off while we were going through the D's, and we will continue to do that on this very episode, starting off with the band Drab Majesty. That's right, we have Modern Mirror, The Demonstration, and Unknown to the Eye. I have made a video on Drab Majesty, so if you're interested in getting into them, you should go and check out that video. I highly recommend it. I think I did a pretty good job. But yeah, Drab Majesty, synth pop, dark wave, stuff like that. These are three fantastic records by them. I would very much like to complete their discography at some point in the future, but for right now, I'm very content with what I have. Let's go through them really quickly here. Modern Mirror, I've actually not opened this copy up yet. It is still sealed, and this is, according to the hype sticker, the limited to 800 transparent green. Cool. I picked that up somewhat recently. I just haven't had the urge to listen to it yet since I did do the video somewhat recently, so I'm a little drabbed out as of right now. I'm sure I'll get around to spinning it at some point. Then, of course, we have The Demonstration. This one is sick. This is the limited glow in the dark variant. I bought this on an auction on Whatnot from Limited to One store up there in Manhattan. But yeah, I mean, first of all, this record looks gorgeous to begin with. It's absolutely phenomenal. And then it's also glow in the dark on top of this. Like, I have a couple other glow in the dark records in my collection. None of them look this good to begin with. Pretty neat. I just don't know the exact number that this one was limited to. I know it's fairly rarer in their catalog, at least, or at least this pressing is. I'm sure there are more rare pressings of The Demonstration, but I really like having this one. It fits the whole aesthetic of the album very well, and like I said, and as you saw, that record looks sick, and it's glow in the dark too, which, like I said, doesn't happen all that often. And then we have the EP Unknown to the Eye. I've yet to open this one up either. This is limited to 400 on purple, black, and white splatter. And since it is a short EP, I just haven't gotten around to spinning it, although I do very much like this EP. I think Unknown to the Eye is their best EP in my opinion. But yeah, Drab Majesty's sick. Go watch the video that I made on them because I think you'll learn a lot and will probably fall in love with the band, and I hope that you do. And I hope they continue to put out good new music because they have been killing it. Speaking of killing it, that's right, baby, we got Dream. This is California Cursed. Their new record will be coming out in just about a month as of this point. Yeah, and as of this being released, it'll be just about a month as well. Very excited for that release, but still, it's because I love this album so much that I'm so excited for the new one to come out. This is the standard repress. I believe this is what they went with for the standard repress, at least. It's the one that I feel like I see the most anywhere. On this sick purple see-through. Whoop, didn't want to do that, but okay, that works. Let's see, how does this, ooh, yeah, there you go. You got it on the camera pretty good. Oh yeah. Love this band so very much. One of my favorite modern acts right now. I'm ecstatic to be seeing them in about a month. Yeah, this band kicks ass. They're so cool. They just seem like such cool people from everything that I've heard or, listened to them or read about them. They seem pretty rad. So I'm so glad they get the love that they're getting right now, and I hope they blow up even more with the release of their next record. Also, I will be doing a So You're Interested In basically as soon as that new album comes out, so be on the lookout for it. I wouldn't be surprised if it drops within literally the week after the album coming out. That's how much I like this band. Another modern band that I'm really a big fan of is Dreamwell, so much so that I accidentally got 2 copies of Modern Grotesque here. Now, originally I'd only ordered 1 copy, and then they sent me another copy, and then they sent me a bunch of other crap as well, which was kind of awesome, but I did not order any of it, so I'm not complaining. Let's see, this is the one, this is the one they gave me that I did not order. It's on this brownish, if I'm not mistaken, it's one of those eco recycled vinyl pressings or something like that. I didn't buy it because I didn't think it looked very good, and I kind of stand by that. It's not a very good looking pressing. But once again, I got it for free, so I really don't care, and I think they're selling pretty well in the aftermarket, so I'll hold on to this for a little while and eventually, let it find a home that will appreciate it more than I as of right now. And then here is the copy that I did actually purchase myself because looks sick, yo. That looks so badass. Love this album. If you like screamo, power violence, anything in that realm, anything aggressive, then odds are you will probably enjoy Modern Grotesque by Dreamwell. Really need them to put out a new project soon. I'm hoping that this is the year, but we shall see. I know they've been doing a lot more touring and have really been gaining some more respect out on the road. So I hope that that will equate to a fantastic record in the end. Although I do totally have faith in them. They're great. And I hope that they continue that greatness with a new LP soon. Now here's a band that I love that hasn't been around for a long time, and that would be Drive Like Jehu. This is just a simple repress of this record. I don't even remember where I bought it. I think I just got it online at some point, so it's not very exciting, just a standard black pressing. But this one, this is one of the first records that I truly broke the bank for. And by that I mean I was 19 when I bought it and didn't have much money, and I spent like 80 or 90 bucks. But this is an original pressing of Drive Like Jehu Yank Crime. I actually just played this recently for the first time in years, since San Diego State, my alma mater, or I don't know if you can call it that since I didn't graduate there, but a school that I went to was in obviously the national championship for the March Madness tournament. And to gear up for having that game come on, I decided I went to listen to the best San Diego band, and of course that would be Drive Like Jehu. Yeah, this is an original pressing. It still sounds great. It was taken care of pretty well from the person that I bought it from. And the cool thing is that the OG pressing comes with a bonus 7-inch. So it has Human Interest, new intro, and new math. This is awesome. Still one of the most prized records in my possession, even though, you know, other people might not have that same feeling. I love this album. It's an all-timer for me. But yeah, let's move on. I've been talking way too much here. This is Drug by Drug. I have never listened to it. I know nothing about it. I was given this in a batch of records from Death Bomb Arc. They just kind of tossed this in as a little bonus there. I'm sure they had excess records. And yeah, I have never actually put it on to listen to. So one of these days I'll get around to it. Looks kind of weird, kind of like the cover, a little funky. Another record that I've yet to open up, but I have heard plenty of times. This is Drug Church's Hygiene. This is the exclusive Furnace Fest pressing of this. It was limited to 500. It was done by Brooklyn Vegan, if I'm not mistaken, right? I think. I could be wrong. Anyway, this is out of 500. This is number 186. Never been opened, still sealed. I bought this basically to play the aftermarket game because I knew a lot of people love this record. And I figured if it came around and I end up liking the record more after I bought it, then I would play it myself. But Drug Church just still doesn't do it for me. It's not necessarily my thing. I'm going to make a video on them pretty soon, I hope. Because I think that they're definitely a band that a lot of people can get into. It's just not necessarily my vibe per se, but I do like some of their songs. I do. There are a couple of good tracks on Hygiene. But the way I look at it, I might be able to make a little bit more money doing it this way than any other way, so we'll see what happens. Now here's a band that I hope that we get some new material from at some point. This would be Dump Him. This is Dykes to Watch Out For. This comes off of the always fantastic Get Better Records label. At least the vinyl pressing of it is through them. And yeah, this is great. I really enjoy this LP. It's punk rock with some like garage attitudes and stuff like that. Yeah, it is just on black vinyl. And and that sucks. I was right. This did come with like a fanzine when I bought it, and I don't know what happened to that zine. I'll have to like hunt it down. I have it probably somewhere in my room. I just gotta put it with the record and not forget about it. But yeah, Dump Him. If you're looking for some Bikini Kill-esque punk, more modern age Bikini Kill-esque, I guess you could say, a little more of an East Coast attitude on it, then Dump Him is the way to go. Really enjoyed this project and would love to see them do more stuff in the future. And that actually just concluded all of the D's, so we're going to hop right in with the E's, and we've got a very special artist to kick that off with. That would be Mr. Earl Sweatshirt. That's right, we got Sick. We also have I Don't Like Shit, I Don't Go Outside. And we have Feet of Clay. I also do have some rap songs, but if I'm not mistaken, I talked about that when I did the E's years ago, so I figured not to waste the time. This I bought on Whatnot a couple of months ago. This is Feet of Clay. Very divisive. Very controversial in the Earl Sweatshirt discography. The infamous East is on this little EP here. I still like this EP a lot. There are definitely some stinkers that I could do without, but you know, for completionist's sake, I did of course have to have a copy of this at some point. This is on tan vinyl, if I'm not mistaken. I couldn't necessarily remember what the limited editions were for this record because I didn't really give a shit when it came out. Yeah, this is on tan. Looks pretty cool. I don't have many tan records, so it's nice to spice things up a little bit with a new color. Yeah, so that is Feet of Clay. Certainly not my favorite, but a good one nonetheless, one that I'm happy to own. Then we have I Don't Like Shit, I Don't Go Outside. If I'm not mistaken, this is just a normal repress. I don't think there was anything crazy about this one. Yep, just standard black. I would do anything to eventually get the Vinyl Me Please pressing that came out of this record back in like 2016 when they were like first starting. Comes on like this electric blue vinyl and it looks fantastic with this cover. I mean, picture the Drab Majesty record that I showed you a little bit ago with this. It's just amazing. It goes for like $200, so I'm probably not going to get it anytime soon. Man, if one comes up and one's available, I'll have to probably get it because that's probably my favorite Earl album altogether, if I'm being honest. And then we have the newest Earl Sweatshirt addition to my collection here. That'll be Sick. This is the Vinyl Me Please exclusive of Sick. It's the only way to get the vinyl because I don't even think there are bootlegs of it, which is a good thing because I'm not a bootleg fan. This honestly... Getting this version of Sick, or this pressing of Sick, was almost the only reason that I even signed up for Vinyl Me Please to begin with. I had a couple extra $100 sitting around from something that I wasn't going to use, and I decided I might as well invest it in Vinyl Me Please for the future, especially as soon as I saw they were putting out Sick. It was bound to happen. I was going to buy it regardless. Oh yeah, the other 10 looks good, but this is the good stuff right here. Oh man, it's like honey and milk. Gorgeous. But yeah, once again, Vinyl Me Please, they kill it. They always do. They always do. Unless when they're picking out records that aren't good, which they kind of did for these next 3 months. I'm not a big fan of their selections there. Oh well, beggars can't be choosers. If I really want, I can always swap it out for something else, which I will probably be doing. And finally, to close out this volume of Stacks of Wax, we have Echo and the Bunnymen, Ocean Rain. I mean, it's a classic. What else do I have to say? If you haven't heard this album before, you're missing out. It's amazing. The Killing Moon is one of the best songs ever written, in my opinion at the very least. I think it's fantastic. Every iteration of it is amazing. But yeah, that's pretty much why I bought this. I need to get more into Echo and the Bunnymen at some point. I did go through a little bit of a phase with them in high school, but it's been a long time. So maybe I will find myself venturing back into their discography in the near future. But we'll see, because I've got a lot on my plate. And a lot of the stuff that is on that metaphorical plate are the videos that I'm creating for this channel. So it would mean a lot to me if you subscribe for more content just like this every couple of weeks along with a show called So You're Interested In, where I go through an artist's discography to pick out the best starting point in order to dive more thoroughly into their catalog. All right, that's it. I don't want to make this longer than it has to be. Just make sure to go out and support your local record store if you are able to, along with the local artists in your area. And, well, till I see you next time, happy listening.